A year earlier Phillip Schofield would never have imagined what he would be doing this summer. Back then daytime TV was unthinkable without the twinkly-eyed presenter, and he and this morning co-host Holly Willoughby were still everyone's favorite morning duo. What endeared the pair to audiences was their obviously genuine friendship, creating a natural on-screen chemistry which often left them red-faced in fits of giggles. Their close bond was most obvious after the annual National Television Awards, when the pair would often arrive in the ITV studios the worst for wear after spending the night on the town together. Fast forward 16 months, however, and the pair, who worked side by side for 14 years, haven't been seen together publicly since their last show together on May 18 last year. Holly has left the show too, and Phil spent his summer alone on a deserted island in what seems like an attempt to resurrect his battered reputation and 35-year TV career. His lonely 10-week stint on an isolated tropical island off the coast of Madagascar for Channel 5 show Castaway will be aired tonight. But while having the chance to put across his side of the story, while trying to survive without food, water or company, might help endear him to the public again, will Phil ever be able to revive his friendship Holly, or does he even want to? It was May last year when the TV world was rocked as the 62-year-old dramatically quit this morning after admitting to lying about an unwise but not illegal affair with a 20-year-old runner on the program. If you can't see the poll, click here. Along with the scandal, rumors began to swirl about an alleged feud between the former best friends. It came after they were hit with criticism in September 2022, following allegations that they'd Q-jumped while seeing the late Queen Elizabeth II lying in state at Westminster Hall. Matters between the pair appeared to escalate when Holly, 43, released a statement saying she was left feeling hurt after Phil's lies came to light. In a bombshell interview with the BBC, Phil spoke about his last text to Holly before ties were severed. "The last time we had a conversation was when I texted Holly and said, 'Don't reply,' this was after the statement last week, 'Don't reply, you're probably not allowed to, but I am deeply deeply sorry that I lied to you. And I am.' He also told The Sun that the affair was the one secret in our sanctuary that was never mentioned, adding that he had lost my best friend." Addressing rumors that the mum of three knew about the affair, Schofield said, "Holly did not know. And she was one of the first texts that I sent, to say, 'I am so sorry that I lied to you.' She didn't reply and I understand why she didn't reply, as well. So yeah. If anyone is in any way linking Holly to this, that is absolutely, wholly untrue." The disgraced star also used it as a chance to clear the air about the hearsay of a row between them, which came amid his brother Timothy being jailed for 12 years after being convicted of sexually abusing a vulnerable teenage boy over a 3-year period. Phil added, "I had no feud with Holly. She is my TV sister. But quite rightly, when I am in the middle of a show with bad press over something where I have done nothing wrong, in fact, I did everything right, it's a witch hunt. And that strips that away. Quite rightly, she is going to take a step back and think, I have to step back from this, and I understand that completely." But Holly's apparent disinterest in patching things up appears to have caused an even wider rift, with Phil making some veiled jibes at his former friend and co-host in the new program, which will air over 3 consecutive nights. In preview clips he said, "I miss parts of being on TV, certainly. I miss most of it, if I'm honest. I miss most of it. But there are bits that I really don't miss." In what appears to be a dig at Holly, though she is never mentioned by name, Phil continued, "You learn a lot about people. I don't miss that. When you throw someone under a bus, you've got to have a really bloody good reason to do it. He also appeared to mock Holly's cringe moment "Are you okay?" intro to viewers on This Morning after he left, making it clear there is no love lost between the pair these days. Phil was filmed sitting down with his wife Steph and two daughters Molly, 31, and Ruby, 28, for a barbecue in their garden where he jokingly said, "If you're okay, then we're okay and I'm okay. Are you okay?" Then, Phil made a bombshell remark suggesting he was fired from the This Morning sofa rather than leaving by choice after 2 decades. Phil said, "It's inconceivable that I would quit any show that he is on." In a blunt comment, he added, "I don't quit. I'm fired. But I never quit." In another scene whilst fishing on the island, he could be referring to Holly again when he says, "People just went who I thought were my friends and they just went." And that's like, what the hell? His vitriol isn't directed just at Holly though. Phil also blasts a trio of people at ITV as 3SHTS, in an angry attack where he claims there was no loyalty for him at the channel. Sat by the fire after a few days on a remote island, he starts by saying that when he started at the BBC as a booking clerk at 19, he first was able to go to Television Centre, where ITV's This Morning was later filmed, and he loved being there. He added, "When what happened to me, it screwed up my favourite building in the world, and it pretty well blew away all those happy memories, and suddenly the place became hostile to me, and that was heartbreaking. And the people who did it to me, they know how important that building was to me. They know that when you throw someone under a bus, you've got to have a really bloody good reason to do it. Brand ambition is not good enough. It's not a good enough reason to throw someone under a bus." Pausing to put more wood on the fire and seemingly enjoying expressing his true feelings, he then turns up the heat and says, "I was just thinking there as I was collecting wood. There are only 3 SHTS. One of them is a coward who never stepped up in Q-Gate. One of them is a coward because they never stepped up when I was being battered by one journalist. And the other one is just brand-orientated. Not what you expect, not what you think you're going to get." When it all came to a sudden and very abrupt end, questions were asked about our toxic environment in Parliament. Phil also blasts his talent agency YMU, which dropped him on the same day he resigned from ITV after more than 3 decades with the company. He says he was suicidal. Schofield added, "They sent me what looked like a cut and pasted text, saying, 'This time we'll have to let you go.'" The presenter says he knows people will claim he is having a mad rant, but he does not care anymore as he has nothing to lose.